everyone, welcome back to Btech360. So CSAB Counselling registrations have finally begun and the seat matrix is also out. Now CSAB Counselling is specifically held for the NIT plus systems. So if you are targeting the NITs, then this particular video is specifically for you because we are going to do a detailed analysis of all the NIT vacant seats available for this year's CSAB Counselling. Now throughout this video, we are going to look into different seats available for different categories, including open, EWS, OBC, SC, ST. Other than this, we are also going to look into the female only category seats and the gender neutral category seats. Then we are going to look into the outside home state and home state seats and also each NIT's specific seats. So if there is a specific NIT that you are targeting, then I'm also going to tell you how many seats are available in that particular NIT. So this is going to be a very comprehensive video. Make sure you watch till the end. Also, this information and guidance series is presented by Amity University, one of India's leading universities and ranked among the top 3% globally. Before moving ahead, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, one more very important thing, if you are ever stuck in any sort of engineering counseling, then for that, we have a dedicated helpline number for you. All you need to do is text BTech on this number, 813-037-6334. A senior counselor from our team will reach out and will make sure that all your queries are resolved. Now, let's jump into the topic. So, if we look at the total seat matrix, then in current year, that is for 2026, in NITs, total 4.8k seats are available. In triple ITs, 3.6k seats are available. And in GFTI, 6.9k seats are available. So, in total for this year students, total 15,423 seats are available. And this is quite a lot of number. Now, what we are going to look is this number, which is the 4,850, how it is divided among the different categories, right? First, let's look at the overall thing. That is, first what we are going to do is, we are going to look at the outside state, home state, Goa, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Now, these are seats that do not fall under the outside home state and home state. That's why we have mentioned it separately. So, for example, in outside home state, total 2,481 seats are available, for which in female only category 625 are available and in general neutral category 1,856 seats are available. Then for home state category, total 2,211 seats are available, out of which 519 is for the female only category and for general neutral category it is 1.6k. Then for Goa students, 5 seats are available in the female only category and for general neutral category total 16 seats are available, which brings the total to 21. Then for Jammu and Kashmir, 34 in the female only, in general neutral 94, bringing the total to 128. Then in case of Ladakh, no specific seats are specifically allotted for the female only category. That only means that there is no reservation. Still, the female only category students can apply. In the general neutral category, the 9 seats are available, because of which the total is also 9. The female students can also apply. So, if you look at the total NIT seats, for female only category, 1,183 seats are available. In general neutral category, 3.6k is available, which brings the total to 4.8k as we discussed previously. So this is the category wise division. Now we are going to focus on the outside state and home state category. First, let's start with the home state. So if you have the home state advantage, then this is what the category wise seat division looks like. So for example, in the open category, total 932 seats are available. In OBC NCL, 368 seats are available. In ST category, scheduled tribe, 277 seats are available. In SC category, 220 seats are available. General EWS, 146. Open PWD, 60. OBC NCL PWD, 58. ST PWD, 55. SC PWD, 52 and general EWS PWD 43. So for home state students, total 2,211 seats are available. So now let's look at the similar thing for the outside home state students. So there the number will increase. So here, as you can see, in open category, total 1.3k seats are available. In OBC NCL 443, in SC category 261, general EWS 166, ST category 105, SC PWD 51, Open PWD 46, OBC NCL PWD 31, ST PWD 15 and General EWS PWD we have 12 seats available. So this brings the total to 2,481 seats available for outside home state students. This was the categorization of home state and outside home state. Now we are going to look at individual seats available for each different NIT. So here we have the list of all the different NITs and we have more NITs. We have arranged them here. Then we have the home state, outside home state, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. And then we have the total for all these. So let's start with the first NIT. The first NIT is NIT Agartala. Here for home state students, 141 seats are available. For outside home state students, 164 seats are available, which brings the total to 305. Then SVNIT Surat, home state 165, outside home state 129, the total being 294. Then NIT Calicut 154 home state, outside home state 129, the total being 283. Then NIT Srinagar, now this, since it falls in the Jammu and Kashmir region, here there is no home state, instead we have the Jammu and Kashmir, which is 128 seats. For outside home state, 118 seats. For Ladakh students, 9 seats, which brings the total to 255. NIT Raipur, home state students, 109 seats are available. For outside home state students, 133 seats are available, bringing the total to 242. Then IIST Shipur, 130 seats available for home state category students, outside home state 109, the total being 239 seats. The next is NIT Kurukshetra, home state 120 seats, outside home state 117 seats, the grand total being 237 seats. NIT Durgapur, home state 135 seats, outside home state 84 seats, grand total 209 seats. VNIT Nagpur, home state 123 seats, outside home state 84 seats, the grand total being 207 seats. NIT Rourkela, home state 90, outside home state 98, the total being 188. NIT Surathkal, home state 106, outside home state 58, so that brings the total to 164 seats. So these were some of the top NITs. Now let's also look at the other NITs. The next one is NIT Jalandhar. Here in home state 69 seats are available, outside home state 86. So the grand total is 155. NIT Silchar, home state 65 seats, outside home state 88 seats, grand total 153 seats. NIT Warangal, home state 59 seats, outside home state 92 seats, total being 151 seats. NIT Bhopal, home state 58 seats, outside home state 90 seats, the total being 148 seats. NIT Tiruchirappalli, home state 81 seats, outside home state 57, total being 138 seats. NIT Patna, home state 40, outside home state 93, total being 133 seats. NIT Hamirpur, home state 45, outside home state 85, total being 130 seats. NIT Delhi, home state 88, outside home state 38, the total being 126 seats. MNIT Allahabad, home state 34, outside home state 82, total being 116. NIT Andhra Pradesh, home state 33, outside home state 77, the total being 110. NIT Arunachal Pradesh, home state 55, outside home state 54, the total being 109 seats. This is the last set. So first we have NIT Mizoram, home state 63 seats, outside home state 42 seats, total being 105 seats. NIT Puducherry, home state 51, outside home state 53, the total being 104. NIT Manipur, home state 44, outside home state 60, total being 104 seats again. NIT Jaipur, home state 43, outside home state 54, the total being 97 seats. NIT Nagaland, home state 28, outside home state 48, the total being 76 seats. NIT Jamshedpur, home state 21, outside home state 42, the total being 63 seats. NIT Goa, home state 1 seat, outside home state 36 seats. For Goa residents, 21 seats, the total being 58 seats. NIT Uttarakhand, home state 27, outside home 25, the total being 52 seats. NIT Meghalaya, home state 19, outside home state 26, the total being 45 seats. NIT Sikkim, home state 14, outside home state 30, and the total being 44 seats. So if we look at the total seats according to different categories, then in total seats for home state students, 2,211 seats are available. We discussed this previously. For outside home state, 2,481 seats are available. For Goa residents, 21 seats are available, which are specifically in NIT Goa. For Jammu and Kashmir students, 128 seats, which are specifically in NIT Srinagar, and the same for Ladakh students, 9 seats in NIT Srinagar, which brings the total to 4,850 seats. So this is the category-wise, region-wise, and the NIT-specific division of this 4.8K seats, which are available in the current year in our NITs. So this gives you a complete idea whether you are targeting a single NIT or you are targeting according to your different state or you are targeting according to your category. You now have a complete analysis of where you stand and what are the different seats that you can apply to. So that was all for today. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.